Some good news coming out with the trade war, bringing certainty back into the market a little bit more, showing that the trade war isn't going to be too bad. Are we going to continue going up, and or are we going to have a pullback? Today, we're going to be giving you guys everything that you guys need to know for the week. I did do a bigger video yesterday, so if you guys want more information on the market overall, you guys can check out that video too. If not, I'm going to be summarizing everything basically and just giving you guys everything that you need to know for the next couple of days for this week. Some plays, supports and resistance, and everything like that. So basically, some things that I've learned in the stock market to make myself profitable, I put all into this course. We have stock charts, FOMO, literally how to control your emotions, how to get into a play, how to really trade overall, and how to become profitable. This course has it all. I do recommend getting it, but you guys don't have to. I'm just letting you guys know that I just came out with it. It's $199. It'll be the best money that you ever spend, and I can guarantee you'll make your money back within the first day of trading. So go check it out if you guys want. If not, that's okay. First link in the description below. And thank you. But first, let's start off with some news. So before we start, I just want to say earnings. So earnings for Monday, we do got Palantir after close. So keep Palantir on your radar for the earnings coming out. We can see it go up or down a bunch, especially if earnings is great. We might even see $5 to $10 to $20 moves. And Palantir is kind of itching its all-time highs to that 125.4 level. So keep that in mind. We also have Ford and some other ones, Foot Locker before market open. And yeah, other than that, let's go to the stock calendar. So today we basically just have PMI and ISM services, and tomorrow we got the US trade deficit, and this is the rest if you guys want to screenshot it. That being said, we do have some news. China basically looking at some negotiations. This kind of happened on the weekend. So keep that in mind because we're having a little bit better trade talk. So basically, Trump says that trade deals are coming. And if we scroll down a little bit more, he says that he does not really want to keep the 145% tariffs on Chinese imports, and basically saying that at some point I'm going to lower them because otherwise you can never do business with them. And I mean, you can't with those amount of tariffs. We do have the FOMC meeting. The chances of us just staying neutral is like 97%, so don't expect a rate cut, but we can get some news on the next upcoming rate cut. President Trump is also saying that he kind of wants the Fed cuts, but I mean we've been seeing that for a while. But basically, don't expect a Fed cut this Wednesday, the 7th. But also keep in mind that you can get some good upcoming news and or some bad news too with this meeting. With that being said, let's look at some supports and resistance. So first stock I want to look at is Palantir, just because of the earnings is coming out. So basically, if we get great earnings, honestly, we can see it break the all-time highs. But some levels to look at for today, Monday, and honestly the rest of the week. Look at that 125 level. If you break above that, 125.4, 126, 126.5, and then 128 to that 130 level. And then earnings can probably break it above 130, honestly. So above 130, look at that 131.5 and 135. To the downside, look at 123.5, 122, 120, and then all the way down to that 119, 118.5, and that 115 level on Palantir. Next, we're going to be looking at Nvidia. We do have some news on Nvidia's chips getting kind of smuggled to China, so that might bring up some bad news later when some things might just happen because of that. But some levels to look at. Sorry, my charts is loading pretty slow, but we can still look at some levels. So look at that 113.5, 114, 114.5, 115, and then that 120 level to the upside. To the downside, look at that 112, 111.5, 110, 109, 108, 105, and that $100 level. If you break below that $100 level, look at that 98 to that 97. Palantir might move this stock a little bit. I don't know. The Palantir earnings might move Nvidia, so keep that in mind. But honestly, I highly doubt unless we come out with some news that they're buying like a bunch of chips or something like that. So keep that in mind. Next one we're going to be looking at is Tesla. So Tesla, look at that. Right now we're trading at 285. So look at that 286.5, 289, 290, and then above that 290, 295, and then that $300 level that people are looking at. We did have some highs of 294 or 295 around, and we kind of bounced off of it, and we did a big sell-off, which we kind of seen on Friday anyway. To the downside, look at 284, 282, 280, 277.9, and then that 275 level for Tesla. Next, we're going to be talking about MSTR just because of Bitcoin. It literally moves exactly with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin moves up, this is going to move up. Bitcoin moves down, this is going to move down. And it kind of just a little bit It kind of moves with the SPY too. So keep SPY and Bitcoin charts up if you want to trade MSTR short term, and or if you just want to buy some shares. I highly don't recommend it right now. But with that being said, to the upside, look at that 390 level, 394, 400, and then if we break above that 400, look at 404, 405, and then 410 to that 420 level. To the downside, look at 380, 375, 370, and that 360 level to the downside, especially if Bitcoin starts dying down a little bit. We are at 94,000 right now, so you might see some better levels with Bitcoin, maybe market open, but keep these ones on your mind and on your radar. I got some other stocks in the other video. I'm also selling a course, so go check that out, and peace out, guys.